ask as you come up in the box when I do start to take the comments is that you respect community guidelines, that you respect TikTok community guidelines, and that you focus on those things and keep the conversation clean, or you will be dropped. You'll get maybe 1 second out and you will be dropped because my hand stays on ready, okay, to put you out the box. So let's be clear about that. But yeah, so this whole thing about Omar and all these other people talking about I'm jealous. What am I jealous about? Let's break it down. I don't want to be known on this app for being the most unattractive person that looks like Star Crunch, Jeepers Creepers, and you just tune in to see what it looks like on the next live, or what diabolical dish are they cooking in the kitchen, because it's unbelievable what they're doing. So I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to get people to understand the whole gist of that, to take that in and swallow that. What possibly could Miss Hillary Sanchez be jealous of? Because what we know is that he's only an icon in his head. He's only an icon in his head. He is not booked and busy. Tap the screen, everybody. We have 673 people in Miss Hillary Sanchez's live tonight, and they're mad because they could never draw that type of audience. And they know who I'm talking about. We know the ones who sit up in a room with 10 and 12 people talking about me and thinking they're exposing me. You ain't exposing nothing but yourself, that you sad and you're miserable. Now, back on to Joe. So, Big Joe, let me tell you something. I'm not jealous of you. You don't have anything to be jealous about. Absolutely nothing. You start to boast and brag when you get your TikTok checks and your Facebook checks. But toward the last week of the month, you wasn't cooking nothing on live because y'all food stamps didn't hit. You didn't cook nothing on live. If you think I'm joking, y'all go back and look at the post that he posts. The last week of July, he was not going live cooking anything. We knew that he got clipped on everything else, but he was not cooking anything on live the last week because him or Charles's food stamps did not hit. Now that they didn't hit, you can't stop him. He making salmon croquettes. He out there making burgers and French fries now because the stamps hit. So, I mean, if y'all can't figure that out, I can't tell you. Tap the screen, everybody. Tap the screen. And that's the whole thing. Nobody, we come in here, it's always the people with fake accounts hollering. Nobody is hating on anybody. I'm having a conversation and a discussion about HPV or HIV. I'm raising awareness in my segment 1. So let's take some guests, and then we're gonna see what all we have to say and what some of these people would like to say, because we know that we got haters in the box and we've got other people in the box. So let's see who's bringing who and why are they wanting to come up in Miss Hillary Sanchez's box. Let's see. Let's welcome in our first guest. Tap the screen, everybody. Tap the screen. Welcome in, Big Sugar. How are you? You can unmute. Hello? Unmute? Okay. I didn't think so. I didn't think you wanted to say anything. Okay. We'll move on. We'll move on to the next caller. I'm sorry. Hello?
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, sorry about that. It's okay. I'll drop you. Let's take the next. Tap the screen, everybody. Tap the screen. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. I mean, it's always the ones. We always know who the Joe supporters are. Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen. Let's welcome in our next guest. Let's welcome in our next guest. Is it HPV or HIV? I don't know which one. Okay, on to the next. If you guys are requesting in the box, at least come up. Hashtag BWU3030. Can we get my true supporters to put in the chat? Hashtag BWU3030. That means Black Women Unite 3030. The haters don't like that. They don't like the movement. They don't like Mia and her movement. They don't like Mia for no reason. They're attacking a beautiful African American businesswoman because they couldn't control her. They couldn't manipulate her. Please put in the chat BWU 3030. Black Women Unite 3030. And that is the most fantastic thing is when you get these people who think that they can stop a movement and they're sitting up there hollering, she don't have no traction. She don't have this. Miss Hillary ain't got no traction. She's losing her following. We've got 628 people in the house tonight. They could only wish that they could have that type of viewing. They cannot. So tap the screen, you guys. Let's take our next guest, and then we're going to keep continuing on. And we've got a couple more segments, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's see who else is in the box. Let's see. So far, we've had 4 people waste our time, one by mistake and one not. So let's see. Hello, welcome in. Hello. Okay, so I told y'all, tap the screen, you guys. Tap the screen. They're just requesting for no reason. We know they're just requesting for no reason. They don't want to talk. They just want to troll. And that's okay. We can handle that too. They don't want to communicate. They're mad, and I would be mad too. Let's see. We've got somebody with 0 followers, 0 this, 0 that. We know that won't happen. Let's see here. So I don't know why these folks tap the screen. We've got 669 people in the house. Tap the screen, you guys. Tap the screen. Let's see about our next person. Let's see if she'll come up. Tap the screen. Thank you for the gift. 692 people. Hello, ma'am. Welcome into the Ms. Hillary Sanchez show. How are you?
Hi, Miss Hillary. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm lovely.
What brings you up?
I wanted to say a few things about Netta and Charles. I don't know. I used to be a fan a very long time ago, but when Netta decided to disrespect Black women, that really put me in a rage because Black women was Joe's biggest supporter. So I don't, as a Black woman myself, I was very hurt and, very disgusted by that. But that's really all I have to say about Joe.
But can I tell you, I love your accent. Where are you from, ma'am?
I'm from Trinidad, and thank you.
I love your accent. So can I ask you a couple of questions? So as an African American woman, listening to a man disrespect Black women like this man did and said that white women are smarter than Black women, Could you just explain, and we're not bashing him, how that made you feel or what you thought being a black woman?
Well, it was very hurtful, but I wasn't too surprised. Black women are so disrespected in the world in general, especially here in America, in my opinion. So it wasn't a big surprise, but it was very heartbreaking because whether they want to identify as a male or a female, they came from a black woman. They have kinky rooted hair like myself. They have a dark skin tone like me. So that made me feel very disrespected. And hated actually. And then of course they don't feel sorry about what they said. They really could care less, and that's why they're not gonna be a quote unquote icon anymore.
And we know that. Tap the screen, everybody, and this is why we know this. You haven't seen him being booked and busy. You haven't seen him going around on tours, people wanting to do meet and greets and everything like that, because it's affecting him. It's affecting the bag, and everybody knows it. I mean, he seems to be the one that's in delusion, because African American women make this app. I don't care what nobody says to me. African American women are one of the biggest impacts on this app. And if you don't know that, I don't know what else to tell you. But I really appreciate you coming on here and you expressing yourself. It wasn't no bash session. You actually expressed how you felt about hearing this man try to put Caucasian women in front of African American women. You expressed your opinion. We had a very good dialogue, and I thank you. You are always welcome in my panel.
Thank you so much for having me. You have a beautiful
And
night.
you have a wonderful, blessed day, my beautiful black queen.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night, sweetie. Now, let me tell y'all something before y'all come up in here. These haters is in this room, and it's only a couple of them, and they're gonna follow you, and they're gonna try to turn you against me. I'm telling y'all now, you come up in the box, they're gonna follow your page, and they're gonna start inboxing you. So be ready when you come up, when you do this. This is what they do. We know they're mad. They can stay mad. They can stay big mad. Tap the screen, everybody. We've got 683 people in the Ms. Hillary Sanchez show tonight, and I thank every last one of you, including my haters. Thank you very much. Now let's take the next caller.
This is truly the 21st century fraud. When we first started looking at this scheme, we went online and looked.
Okay, you weren't in the box. Let's take the next caller.
Facebook, Twitter had the ability to just exponentially increase the awareness of this scheme overnight almost. Some of the videos are made by coming.
Hello, tap the screen. We have 700 people in the house. Tap the screen. Hello, ma'am. Welcome into the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. What would you like to chime in on?
I would like to chime in on why one Miss Netta's picture is up here as far as H.
Okay, so this is what I try to tell you. This is not the live for Joe Netta fans. This is not the live for Joe Netta fans. You're not, you can sit here and do whatever you choose to do, but you're not going to last up here on this live. Okay. Now let's be clear. Okay. This is not the live for you. All right. So let me be very clear. This is not the live for you. Okay. Okay. Now that we have an understanding, this is not a live for you. So let's see who else wants to come up into the box. Hello, we've got 741 people in the house tonight. Welcome to the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good.
Great. What would you like to chime in? You hear what the first segment of my show is
I
about.
would
Big
like to say
girls.
that you is a trifling ass bitch for
Okay. Well, we appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. You didn't eat. You don't eat. I don't get what it is, what y'all think you get up here and you say this. We got 800 people in the house. Baby, you didn't eat. You just waste your time and you get blocked. It's funny to me. You it's funny. It's just funny. No, she didn't eat. She ate all right. She ate. Y'all right. She ate. You right. She ate. She definitely ate. Okay? She ate. She got one word out of her mouth, but she ate. Okay? She definitely ate. Hold on one second, y'all. One second. Let me do this real quick. Now, let's take on some other callers because we love this. Let's take on some other callers. Hello, Black Buffy. How are you? Welcome into the Miss Hillary Sanchez show where we have 905 people in her live.
We are lit. We are lit.
Yes. The
I don't
haters.
understand what's the hate for because everyone has their own opinion. So if you don't like what's being said, you can always unfollow, keep scrolling, don't click in. If you don't want to hear what's going on, that's your choice. So coming up here hating, you will get blocked. Thank you for your services. Goodbye.
Okay, Miss Buffy. So, Miss Buffy, how are you today?
I'm beautiful today. How about you? I know you're beautiful.
Well, thank you, ma'am. So, are you looking forward to Miss Hillary Sanchez coming live on camera tomorrow? Oh, you got a call?
Yeah, no, to address this, my own Betty Boop, why is Betty Boop my picture? First of all, Betty Boop is my picture because I love her. Second of all, the haters took my picture and they're making fake pages. So that's why you're going to see the black Betty Boop. And if you don't like it, you don't have to look at it.
And we don't and I love Black Betty Boo. You look fantastic. We're not worried about these people, these little haters that come in here. It's probably about 75 to 85 of them. And it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. We're unbothered. But anyhow, I'm so glad you came up. So can you just recap real quickly for me? Do you think that I'm jealous of Jonetta?
Not at all by a long shot, but you have your own opinion. And the main thing of why you're up here is support the Black United Women movement. And a lot of people that don't know about it, maybe you should listen to it instead of just assuming that she's hating.
Well, absolutely. Because see, this is what I'm going to show these haters. Hillary supporters activate, okay? # BWU 3030. Hashtag BWU 3030. Show them that we know how to unite. Black Women Unite 3030 is a movement in itself, and they can't stop it. That's the problem. They cannot stop it and they cannot control it. And all they can do is draw in 20 and 30, maybe 60 people on a good day and try to say that it's nothing, it's this, it's that. But what they won't do is slander people. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Yes, Black Women Unite 3030. And so life is too short. Life is too short. And this is what I know. I'm not going to allow some bumpy faced man to continuously come on this app and attack African American women with no regard no regard of any type of remorse or anything. He's made it very clear that he will not apologize. He isn't sorry that his supporters tell him he don't have anything to apologize for. They're feeding into his delusions. They're gaslighting this man's delusions, and he is an absolute nobody. He is an absolute nobody. And let's be honest, the only reason he's viral and the only reason that people tune into him is simply because of his looks. I said it and I'm not changing it. It's his looks and his annex in the kitchen, his unsanitary kitchen decorum, and that garbage that he puts out on that plate. And that's just the facts. This man could never cook next to me. This man could never hold a candle next to me. This man definitely could never hold a candle next to a black woman. This man got on this app and said he will teach black women how to keep a man. No, we won't take your advice, Big Joe, because we know you don't have no man. You got an adult kid in diapers who occasionally urinates on himself when he has too much to drink. Those are the things that we know. So I would never be jealous of somebody spitting in lasagna, spitting in salads, spitting in soggy, grease-filled egg rolls. There would be no reason why I would want to be jealous of somebody who don't even know how to make a peppered steak in gravy. I would never boil a peppered steak and then try to put it in a packaged gravy and then cut onion into a broth full of water and food coloring. I don't cook like that. I don't make a mess and play with food in the kitchen. Kids go in the kitchen and play with food. That's what young toddlers do. You give them a little bit of something and let them fake like they making cookies and stuff. When this person goes on live and starts cooking, this person is just like, it's just like Sesame Street. You don't know what you gonna get. You don't know what dish is gonna be created in the end. But what you do know is that sugar is gonna be on the menu. You know for a fact that sugar is going to be on the menu. I don't care if it's fried fish, fried pork chops, fried chicken, meatloaf, hot dogs, chili dogs. Sugar is going to be on deck around the clock, 24/7. Sugar on everything. Okay? Sugar on everything. It's okay. And I just wanted to tell you, Buffy, you don't have to cut the comments off. Let them come in here and hate, because they'll be on the blog saying I cut the comments off. So we don't have to worry about. Let them talk. I'm not doing that. Let them continue to talk, because I love it. So I thank you. So let me tell y'all something. I could care less about the ones who don't like me on this app. If you don't like me, that's fine. Those who support me, fantastic. I'm happy. Thank you. You understand it. If you understand that a grown man in 2024 has called women out their names, have called them everything but a child of God on this app, and it's okay for y'all to think that that's fine, it's not okay. Tap the screen, you guys. Let's get to 60K. And so what we know is that they're jealous of Miss Hillary Sanchez. We know that. We know Kayla Brent is very, very jealous. She's bitter. She could never draw anybody in her room like me. Let me show y'all what Kayla Brent looked like, since she always trying to show everybody else's stuff. Let me show y'all what Kayla Brent looked like. Now, look at that picture, Buffy. Look at the top picture with the filters on. And now look at the picture down below. That was her live today, day and night. Do you see the delusions?
Did
Do
she
we
take her wig off?
do we see why she's not? Do we see why she's not cammed up?
Did she take her wig off?
Do we see why? Look at the bottom picture. Do we see why she's not camming up on her camera? I'm not worried about her thing. Do we see why she don't cam up? The delusion is the picture above with the filters
It
and
looks like she
everything
took her
else.
helmet off.
Yes, yeah, well, yeah. You know, she look. I mean, you can sit there and look. I mean, you couldn't take this to the bank. You sit there and you see that mess. So that speaks for itself. And let me tell them this while we on here before we start my other show on the other page. Please listen to me. You don't intimidate me. You don't scare me. I'm going to keep everything up on my page. Do what you got to do, and I'll see you in court. Your lies won't hold up in court, okay? Your fake text messages will not hold up in court. So do what makes you feel better, okay, babe? But what you should do is cam up. Cam all the way up on the camera, Kayla and Dana. Cam up, Dana and Kayla, please, before I go. Cam up, Dana and Kayla. And I want y'all to see this man here, the one that needs his dreads done. Cam up. Tap the screen, everybody. Let's get to 60K. Look at all that new growth on this man's head, y'all. This is 6 months worth of new growth, Buffy. You see that? Why don't he get get haircuts and hair dons that he could do and afford? Why is it that he got to get these dreads and can't afford to get it locked back up again? It makes no sense to me. It really doesn't make any sense to me. But I got to get ready. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Buffy, for coming up. Thank you guys for coming in for the Hillary show, for the 9 o'clock show. I'm going to get ready for the 10 o'clock show with segments 2 and 3 that will be dealing with Omar from the Knots and all of his hater mobs on the other page.
Let me address something right quick.
Go ahead.
I'm not cammed up and my face is not showing because my profile picture has so many what is it? The
fake pages.
Yeah, fake pages. They're still in my picture. So I don't want my picture all over TikTok because someone wants to hate me because I'm a moderator. Right. So if that's why you're questioning why I'm not cammed up, because I don't want my picture all over TikTok. Okay?
Okay. Well, thank you. And thank you for my true supporters. Thank you, Black Women Unite 3030 and Fight, Fight, Fight. Thank you, Buffy.